Hey, move over. You're starfishing across the whole couch again. Greedy. That's better. Thank you. God. I needed this. Just us. My ankles look like they've been stung by a whole hive of bees. And I swear my belly grew like 3 inches just today. Oh my God. You have magic hands. If I had to choose between a lifetime supply of cornichons and your foot rubs, I might still choose cornichons, but you'd be a very close second. Speaking of, did I tell you I finished the entire jar at like 3 a.m. last night? I was laying in bed dreaming about them. And the next thing I know, I'm standing in the kitchen, feverishly downing pickles. You're lucky I didn't wake you up to make me a pickle sandwich. They're doing their nightly kickboxing class again. Put your hand here. Feel that? You know, I think they've already inherited your spirit, your sass, your spunk. God. Can you believe this is really happening? We're gonna meet them soon. Sometimes I still can't believe it. I never thought when I met you that night. God, what was it? That little bar downtown. The one with the sticky floors and the flashing neon lights that made everyone dizzy. You remember? You bought me that terrible rum and coke with rum that tasted like antiseptic. And I pretended to like it because I was already hooked on your laugh. I remember you that night. Your hair a little messy from dancing, cheeks all flushed. That softness in your eye. And you pulled me closer with each song we danced. The music was just an excuse for us to get as close as possible. And I let you. God, did I let you? I still remember that exact moment when my heel snapped and I fell into you. And you caught me. And we both just stood there laughing, clinging to each other like we'd known each other forever. And then you did the most ridiculous romantic thing. You gave me your sneakers. Right there on the curb outside the club. You knelt down, untied them, and slid them onto my feet like some modern day rum-soaked Cinderella moment. And the way you walked barefoot all the way home with me on those grimy city sidewalks, not caring about the broken glass or the spilled drinks or the puddles of God knows what. Just holding my hand, telling me stories to distract me from the fact that your feet were probably freezing. God, I don't think I loved someone more than I did in that moment. Your selflessness. Someone once told me, marry the person you want your child to become. And I think I knew even then. You are that person. I never imagined on that night that we'd end up here, in our living room, snuggled up with this big belly between us. About to bring a whole new person into the world. But sometimes, when I look at you now, I still see that same softness. I'd do anything for you look. That makes my heart squeeze every single time. You know I'd do anything for you too. Don't you, baby? You still make me feel like magic. Even now. Maybe even more so. Painting a nursery, washing mountains of baby clothes, which, by the way, we now officially have enough clothes to clothe an entire daycare. Yeah, we won't have to buy a single thing until they turn 3. Maybe 4. We should start our own vintage baby shop on the side. I mean, we basically already have the inventory, right? The tiny sweaters. Oh my god. We've got what? Like 20 different hand-knit cardigans from your aunts and your coworkers and that sweet old neighbor. I feel like we're accidentally building the world's coziest baby thrift store. We could call it something totally ridiculous, like Little Worm in a Wool Sweater. God. And don't even get me started on the socks. Okay, there are more baby socks in this apartment than there are adult socks, I swear. But really, it makes me feel so loved, you know? All these little clothes for our little one. Everyone we know hoping to wrap this baby in a big blanket of love before they even get here. Can you move your hand a little higher? Yeah. Right there. My poor back. You're so good at this. You're gonna be so good at all of this. I know it. Sometimes I look at you and I think, wow, you're the person I get to do this with. All the little things, the midnight cravings, dancing in the kitchen, trips to the hardware store because I've changed my mind on the paint colors for the 3rd time. And you just support me. You always have. And I know we joke about all the hand-knit sweaters and the tiny socks taking over the apartment, but God, I can't wait to watch you become a parent. I already know you're going to be incredible. I keep imagining the little things, like them curled up on your chest, their first laugh, the first time they try pureed peas and make that sweet, disgusted, scrunched bunny face. I was thinking today, maybe we could do this again someday. Have a second one. I know. Let me get through the first birth first, but there's something about the idea of them having a little buddy, someone to conspire with, to torment us together. But, okay. Real talk. Sometimes I get scared. Like, really scared. It's not just the cute Pinterest nursery boards and the baby showers and the glow people keep talking about. It's also terrifying. Childbirth it's literally standing on the edge between life and death. What if something goes wrong? What if I can't do it? What if my body just gives out? You hear stories about hemorrhages and emergency C-sections and complications that no one can predict. And miscarriages, God, they feel like such a hush-hush topic, but they're so real, so common, and No one wants to talk about how gut-wrenching that loss is. No matter how much you prepare, you never fully feel ready. You can read all the books, take all the classes, stock up on nipple cream and lanolin and enough diaper rash ointment to treat a whole daycare, but there's still that moment of, holy shit, can we actually do this? But then, there's you. You always know what to say, to do, to soothe me. Even now, when I feel like a planet about to go supernova, you make me feel calm and centered. Like we're in it together. No matter what unpredictable things happen or don't. I know you're probably just as scared as I am, in your own way. Wondering if you'll get it right, if you'll mess it up somehow. But listen to me, you don't have to be perfect. None of us do. We just have to show up every day and try. We just have to love them and each other. Fiercely, imperfectly, relentlessly. I know you. And you're going to make them laugh until their little belly hurts. You'll be the one tossing them up in the air, catching them every time, even when I'm on the sidelines yelling, "Careful!" And you'll teach them to dance barefoot in the kitchen, to cannonball into the deep end and splash water everywhere, to eat strawberries straight from the farmer's market box before we even get home. You'll show them how to spin around until they're dizzy and fall down in the grass, to make friends with the neighbor's dogs, to climb every tree they can get their soft little hands on. You'll teach them how to trust their body, how to feel great joy in small things, how to be brave enough to love the world wild and without apology. And we'll make mistakes, we both will. And that's okay. We just have to do a little better than the people who raised us. We get to rewrite the story together. You make me feel like no matter how scared I am, no matter how many doubts I wrestle with, we're going to figure it out together. And that's everything. You've already been the best partner anyone could ask for. And somehow, I know I'm just going to fall for you even deeper when I see you holding our baby for the first time. Watching you rock them to sleep. Hearing you hum to them in that soft way you do. Did I tell you the nursery paint finally dried? Yeah, no thanks to me changing my mind like 45 million times. But the color, it really is perfect. And the mural, I'm so glad I did it. All those buttercups and bluebells, the big bright sun, the little bees buzzing around. I wanted it to feel like a magical garden. Like the kind of place you'd want to dream big dreams in. I picture them lying there. Maybe they'll stare at that ceiling and imagine whole worlds, whole magical gardens of their own. Maybe they'll be a dreamer or a schemer or both. A real John Lennon. It's wild to think that inside me right now, there's this whole person, and to think that we were once that tiny. Like we were someone's baby once too. It's overwhelming and beautiful and terrifying all at the same time. Can you rub my belly a bit? Yeah, they like when you do that. I love you so much. I know I say that a lot lately, but I mean it every time. Even when I'm throwing pickle jars in the grocery cart like a raccoon. You're my person, and my favorite dance partner, the one who makes me laugh until I snort. The one who made me believe that maybe, just maybe, I could truly build a beautiful life with. I want them to know how loved they are before they even take their first breath. Promise me something? Promise me we'll keep being us. Even when we're exhausted and covered in spit up. Even when there are teenagers slamming doors. And we're old prunes arguing over whether to put pineapple on pizza. Promise me I'll keep dancing in the kitchen. Okay. You know what I keep picturing lately? You holding them for the first time. God, you're gonna be such a good dad. I know you've wondered, what does that even mean? Being a good father. It's not about having all the answers or never messing up. It's about showing up every day. Being the safe place that they run to when they scrape their knee or have a nightmare or need help with their homework. And it's also about letting them see you be gentle. Letting them see you laugh and cry and mess up and get back up again. And you're so good at that. You're patient. You listen. Really listen. You make people feel like they matter. You already do that for me every single day. And I know you'll do it for them too. I fall in love with you more every time I imagine that. You holding them up high so they can reach the leaves, or sneaking them an extra scoop of ice cream, or teaching them how to ride a bike and running behind them with your arms out, just in case they tip over. I love you. Thank you for this massage, for all of it, for picking up the cornichons when I was dying for them, for assembling a million baby things that probably have a million tiny screws, for holding me when I cry, and for making me laugh so hard I snort. I couldn't have picked a better partner to do this with. I would choose you a million times over. I would, baby. And I can't wait to experience the world through our baby's eyes. Together.